In some other One Piece news, though, we got some of the craziest fucking developments in the One Piece live action, with the casting reveal for both Mr. Zero, aka Crocodile, and Miss All Sunday, aka Nico Robin. I forget the name of who's gonna be playing Nico Robin off the top of my head. It is Lara Abova.
Lara Abova.
She is a Russian model actress.
Yeah, she's like a supermodel or something.
Which is
perfect.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I need.
And then Crocodile is played by fucking Joe Manganiello. Like, I fucking
never saw that coming.
I like it, like, you know, when we're like casting it and like, I guess, you know, technically like typecasting, like, oh, who could play Crocodile? I'm so fucking pissed that this didn't come across my eye. Like the moment I saw this picture, I was just like,
works.
I was like, I don't think I want anything else.
No, it looks good. I don't know. Not my first choice. I don't even think I had a first choice. Couldn't think of a single actor that I think would do good, you know, as a Crocodile, as any One Piece character, if I'm being honest, because it's such a weird show. But seeing Joe be cast as Crocodile, I immediately saw people doing the comparison with him and his little puppy, right? That he has, and like how Crocodile has like that little puppy that, like, have you seen the picture where he holds the umbrella and everything to cover from the rain?
Yeah.
Same fucking energy. And as soon as I saw that, I'm like, oh no, I see it. I see the vision.
Okay.
And
yeah,
I'm okay with it, honestly. I think it's a really fun and like solid casting choice because man is like, he's a good actor. I've seen him in some shit. He was Flash Thompson in the original Spider-Man movie.
That's right.
Yeah, he was the first Flash Thompson back with Tobey Maguire. And that has spawned the best fucking memes I've ever seen. It's like,
oh my god.
It's
oh my god, he's fighting Sandman.
No. It's like Joe, you know, the young Joe as Flash Thompson, and they have him there with like the scars that Crocodile has and like a hook right there. He's like fighting Peter. He's like, is that all you got or whatever? And then it cuts to Peter, but it's like Luffy essentially. It's really, really funny. The memes have been immaculate. But I'm excited to see that. I think he will do actually a really good job.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah. And then for Nico Robin, I don't know. Full disclosure, I know nothing about this actress, but she is tall and beautiful and Russian, and I think that checks all my boxes, so I'm cool with it.
Now, I'm unsure. So we got the Martine seal approval. Bunny Lord, do you know if the great and powerful Gary has given his seal of approval yet?
No, he actually hasn't.
No?
Really?
Ooh, I'm gonna need to see what he thinks.
Yeah.
Because realistically, all we have to go off of is just looks. Like, I don't know any of her previous work, so.
Did you see her in the panel? She was really sassy.
She was. I liked it. She gives me like hot, classy vibes, and I'm here for it.
Very classy. I think that's cool. But she's also witty. That's witty to her, and I was like, I like that.
I might be in love.
Okay. And like, I think that was like a stipulation we had talked about. Like, I think you had said something like, like it has to just be like natural, like sense of like class
To their personality.
to them.
Yeah.
Yes.
It exudes like classy vibes, like how Robin does, and also has a little bit of that like I said, that wit.
That dark little humor.
Yeah, that's pretty. But we're not gonna get that for a while though.
Oh,
That's when she
yeah.
gets a little bit more comfortable with the crew.
True. Yeah.
You know? But no, you're right. Like the classiness of it.
It's like a Robin vibe in my opinion.
I see it. And you know, you bring up a really good point that it has to come naturally, because I think that's been like the live action's biggest strength is all of their casting, especially for the Straw Hats, have been so spot on with like some natural personalities that they tend to have. Like Iñaki Godoy, who plays Luffy, you see him in interviews, like the man naturally is energetic and fun and goofy. Like it never feels fake. Even if sometimes he does play it up because that's the character he plays, I believe him. And if you can get me to believe that that's how you naturally are, then A, you're a fantastic actor, or B, you are just naturally like that person, which makes the acting part of it easier and more believable. Same with all the other crew members, like even Zoro's voice actor, or not voice actor.
He has like a confidence, cocky vibe, but not so much you're put off by it.
Yes, exactly.
He gives me good pre-time skip Zoro.
Yes.
Yeah,
Zoro
like
still
like
laughs.
kind of aloof, but like not a dick. Like he enjoys being part of the group, but he's not fully there. He's not always like, you know, talking and energetic and happy. Like that's not who Zoro is. He's just like more reserved but confident. Like the confidence speaks for itself. I love Nami also. Like Emily Rudd does a great job with Nami in my opinion. She like just, I don't know, like kind of that flirty but like fun vibe that she has. Just
She's smarter than all.
and she's smart. She's very, very smart.
Knows the series better than everybody else.
And you know, one thing, and maybe this is like me just, you know, talking out of my ass or what I think, but I think Usopp's voice actor, I keep saying voice actor, Usopp's actor, Jacob, he gives me a version of Usopp that I wish we would have gotten in the anime. I like Jacob's portrayal of Usopp so much better in the live action than Syrup Village Usopp, I guess. A little bit more confident, but still kind of like that confidence where you're faking until you make it, right?
Yeah, but not so much that you're put off by it.
Yeah, not so much that it's annoying and like, because I found Usopp so annoying early on. I love Usopp now, but there was a lot of character development that had to happen before I really liked him. But with Jacob's, you know, portrayal of Usopp, he captures a lot of what we all like as Usopp, but it doesn't come off as like the annoying wannabe, like, oh, but I'm the captain, I do this, you know, when he's like just a scaredy cat the entire time. Jacob is a little more confident, but he's kind of like suave about it too, and I kind of like that just for Usopp specifically, because he's like pretending to be, you know, like, oh, I'm this major captain, blah blah blah, but it just comes off more like he knows that he's joking. He knows that like he's not actually the top dog.
Gotcha.
But he plays that part because, you know, he has fun with it.
And there's nothing to say about Sanji's actor. He's just perfection.
Mid?
I
Yeah, you're
love
right. Mid,
Sanji's actor.
completely.
Fuck off. No, we love Sanji's actor. He's dude.
I mean,
You don't like him?
he's
You're just upset that he's way more like got that like charm than Zoro's actor does. Like, don't get me wrong, Zoro's actor is amazing, but Sanji's actor has that like ladies charm.
No, he
which
is
needed.
so much.
ladies' charm. Okay, listen, it's not ladies' charm. That man's just thick.
Booty thick.
See?
Booty.
No, but he can talk like he's suave, like
Guys,
actually.
Yeah, like he's just.
Usopp like has little moments where he kind of, you know, has that, but
I definitely think Usopp's more charming in the live action than the anime.
Charming, that's the
yeah, he
perfect
has more
word
charm
for
to
it.
him, which I'm totally okay with.
me too. I like
You're
this
right.
version.
Usopp was kind of a little cringy at the anime, like,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
definitely in the live action, he's a lot more lovable and
Exactly,
like,
and
charming.
and something that makes me feel like it was maybe intentional to kind of go a slightly different route with Usopp's character
But not
is,
so much that it strays.
yeah, not so much that it changed. It's not a completely different character. It's still Usopp with some minor like personality changes. But what makes me kind of okay with the change is that Oda oversees it. Oda approved that, like, hey, I know that this isn't exactly identical to how I wrote it or how the anime is, but also he wrote that 20 plus years ago. I'm sure by now he probably, you know,
I would have fixed this.
would have changed some things had he known the full trajectory of the series, right? Knowing where Usopp is going to end up or where they're at now, I think he probably, any writer would go back and maybe change some things. Maybe he's using the live action to change some things that he would have wrote differently in the manga,
Oh, I mean, that's fair.
right? Like, so whether we like it or not, I don't even think that really matters that much, because I think genuinely it's a combination of like Oda wanting to change a couple things to maybe like make it a little bit easier for new people to come in and appreciate the show, but just like writing changes that he feels like would have made more sense, right?
Yeah.
I've seen like grown ass adults, like older millennials, Gen Xers, and like even I think I saw like an old grandma say like the live action One Piece was actually really good.
Yeah,
And that's pretty impressive that like you can target like not just obviously the younger gen for being pirates or whatever, but you can target like an older gen that doesn't know about the anime or manga or whatever.
Yeah, I think
impressive.
it's super impressive that it appeals to such a wide like audience, because the anime early on doesn't as much. It's very cartoony, it's very childish looking. If you actually take the time to watch it and pay attention, you realize it's not, but from a first perspective it seems more geared for kids. With the live action, they make it seem like No, this is kind of for everybody. There's elements that are fun and whimsical and adventurous, but there's also darker themes.
Dark
and they
and
do,
spooky and
they do a good job of that. So they even
Do you
show.
let children watch the live action?
Yeah.
Like young kids, like
Yeah.
under 5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there was like a couple moments that were like, just cover your eyes a little bit, but overall, it's
overall,
I think it's
fine.
It's fine.
It's I think it's for the family, and that's okay with me.
I definitely think it's more tame than how some of the Pirates of the Caribbean was. Like some of that was like, that is not for children.
That's a good point, actually. Yeah, because remember they included that scene with Zoro fighting one of the Baroque works
Oh yeah,
people.
he cut that dude's head off.
He cut his head off.
Yeah,
and you,
like, that
you
was a
see
little
it.
graphic. Like I'd cover children's eyes for that, but like overall, it's definitely more like.
But see, that's what will help it appeal to an older audience and not make it just for kids. Because I think like that's a very hard thing to do is make it appealing to everybody. So good for them.
Make it multi-generational.
Did you guys hear that the actor for Zora Mikanayu, him and Oda like hang out because they're both in Japan. They both live in Japan, and they actually
That's
like
so
text
You don't-
and like hang out.
Bro, they play fucking One Piece together.
Yeah.
Like the card game.
Yes.
It's so fucking cool.
Like,
Like-
when Oda has some free time, they might hang out. Yeah.
That's so dope. Oh,
He'll send him a text like, "Hey, I have some free time today. If you can hang out, just respond. If not, don't worry about it."
I didn't know that.
Mhm.
Man, see, I love it. Going back to the characters, it works. I just fucking love it. The castings have been great, and that's why I'm actually kind of excited for these because we just see right now with Crocodile and Nico Robin a visual, just like, hey, they kind of look the same. Oh, their personalities are roughly similar. Well, we won't know if we really like them until we see the season. Like,
Have
the
you
whole-
guys
Yeah.
seen during their like panel thing where Buggy's actor and
Love 'em.
Crocodile's actor like were having a little like
Spat.
No, I
and
didn't
it
see
looked
that.
so good because like Buggy's actor is really like
I
good
love
as
Buggy's
Buggy's.
actor,
Yeah, like
yeah.
he makes me love Buggy like pre or
Oh yeah,
There's a clip out there where it's like 45 seconds of the actor being real life Buggy. Like
Really?
he came out and he's like blah 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 blah.
this is all about me, guys. Come on.
I love that. No, Buggy's actor is really really good.
Yes, is absolutely fantastic.
I think probably like the weakest part of season 1 live action is maybe like Arlong, like just Arlong by himself.
I thought he was pretty good.
He's
Like
okay.
yeah, but
I liked everybody else more.
yeah, fair.
I even liked Captain Kuro more than Arlong. I think that
Rose was like really ominous.
yeah, I think they did
Oh,
Syrup
during
Village
Syrup Village.
way better in
Yeah,
the
way
live
better
action
than-
than the fucking anime.
And the anime. Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it was interesting. It was creepy. It felt like a mystery thriller. I wasn't a fan of some decisions that they did. I didn't like that Luffy met up with Kobe again, like right
Yeah,
after
didn't
they
like
just
that.
separated.
Mhm.
I didn't like that. I think they should have waited. But I really liked just the horror. Well, I say horror. It was not mystery horror aspect that they. It was an interesting like turn, and it made it.
It was a
more fun
Scooby Doo
to watch.
episode.
It was a live action Scooby Doo episode, basically. A lot of fun, and I think they did that super good.
Fair.
Yeah, I'm excited for.
Also, and we kind of don't want to glaze over this, we did get a semi sneak peek at live action Chopper,
Yeah.
and they gave him the Detective Pikachu effect.
Yeah, which I think was the right way to go.
Mhm.
Like, I was really, really praying that they wouldn't take the let's get a kid to play him, like an actual kid or
Like
something,
hybrid?
right? Like a hybrid and do some weird shit. Like, no, that would have been the end of the live
It would have
action.
grown up before the end of it. Anyways,
Yeah,
they'd have to
no,
do
they can't
something.
risk that. They have to, because he is an animal. He's a deer, a walking, talking deer that has multiple different forms. Like, oh, Chopper will make or break this fucking live action
100%.
series, and it's so. I'm glad I'm not in their positions. I'm glad that I don't have to make any of those decisions, because like, you're not gonna make everyone happy. There's gonna be a lot of people that just won't like what they decide to do, no matter what.
So, since they went the like CGI route,
Mm-hmm.
does that open up the possibility that we're just gonna get the English dub for Chopper?
See, I was thinking about that too. Do you think they would? Do you think that makes sense for them to do that?
I mean, yes, because
Yeah.
like I mean, they already have like the dub, the Japanese dub for the One Piece live action is just the original cast.
Yeah.
So like, I'm sure when they do it, like they're just gonna use Chopper's voice.
Anyways, so why not just get the
why
English
not just
dub?
use the English dub?
That's true. Yeah, I can't really see another reason to go with somebody else unless they were very adamant about we don't want to rely on the OG cast because they're already busy with the actual.
See,
anime.
that's the only kind of, I guess, counter that I have seen is that like trying to do the scheduling for that is probably fucking ridiculous for them right now because the dub is catching up so fast.
They're already on Egghead, dude. They've done a good chunk of Egghead actually. I'm surprised, dude. We're basically gonna be getting them week to week. Like, I never
Basically, they're
thought.
gonna become simulcast.
Yeah, I never in a million years did I think that the One Piece dub was gonna catch up that fast. Like, but good for them though. Like, they know what they have. They know that One Piece is more popular now than it's ever been. So fucking get more people to watch it.
All it took was Crunchyroll buying out Funimation.
Yeah, but there's still some problems with that though that I'm sure